Am I audible to all? Are you getting my notepad window? Are you getting my notepad window? Okay, fine. Which technique we have seen yesterday? Yesterday we have gone through insertion sort and one more technique. What is name? Yesterday we have gone through two techniques. Out of them, one technique was insertion sort and another shell sort. Okay, fine. How many of you were absent yesterday? How many of you were absent, Siddesh Swami? Have you attended my uh, last lecture? What about Siddesh? No. Okay, fine. Next, Anuraj. Have you attended my previous lecture? Sunny Boy, Sunny, Sunny, do you know how shell sort works? Hello, got it. Okay, fine. Next, Ashish, Ashish Kottur. Have you attended my last lecture? Prachi, Prachi Joshi. Have you attended my last lecture? Do you know how shell sort works? Do you know how shell sort works? Okay, fine. Okay, within a 2 to 3 minutes, I would like to start with today's session. Okay, today, first I would like to revise shell sort. Then today's lecture is a little bit theoretical. We will see three important theoretical concepts: internal sorting, external sorting, and sort stability. Okay, so I think I have to start. Okay, yesterday I think Kimia asked me one question. What about if there are 9 elements? Okay, in shell sort we have seen basically what is the purpose of shell sort? Anyone can tell me what is the purpose of shell sort? Please be fast. What is the purpose of shell sort? Am I audible to all? Okay, avoid large shift of number. Yes, okay. We have seen in insertion sort. Okay, element at every step, element get inserted at its proper position. Okay, but what happens if our smallest number in the input array is kept at the last? At that time we have to in order to sort those entire array we have to make large number of shifting. Okay, that's why shell sort uh, overcome this drawback of insertion sort. For example, okay, mm, for example, consider this array. Okay, now it is having how many elements? I think it is having now uh, 9 elements. Okay, if you look at this array, it is having 9 elements. Okay, uh, so just I read array. um, 9 elements are 15, 13, 10, 9, 4, 3, 1, 0, and -7. Okay, if you apply insertion sort, okay, in order to sort entire array, because we know the smallest number -7, 0, 1. Okay, these are the smallest number which are lying at the last. Therefore, in order to sort this entire array using insertion sort, we require large number of shifting. That's why we make use of shell sort. In shell sort, in each step we find out interval gap. Okay, initially what happens in step 1, what I have told. Okay, mm, uh, what is the value of n now? Interval gap. Okay, initially n equal to, in this case, what are the total number of elements? 9. So n equal to 9. So uh, interval gap, initially in step 1 you have to keep your interval gap as n by 2, that is 9 divided by 2, 4.5, that is you consider integer part 4. Okay, therefore now this 15 element, okay, let us say I, okay, I place I variable to 0th index, and this now a of 0, a of I is compared with element which is 4 place away from this. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am pointing j to this index. So this is nothing but I. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I am shifting j to this. Okay, now 15 is directly compared with 4. Okay, obviously 15 is less, therefore it becomes 4. Okay, it becomes 13, 10, 9, and then 15, 3, 1, 0, -7. Okay, now in second step what happens? In second step what happens? Now I am shifting my, okay, in first step what I have done, I have compared this 15 with 4. 4 is less than 15, therefore I have made a swapping of 4 and 15. Next, okay, now suppose I is pointing to this index. Obviously, 13 is compared with element which is 4 place away from him. Therefore this is first, second, 3, third, and 4. So j is here. uh, therefore uh, therefore 13, this 13 is compared with 3. 3 is less than, so therefore this 4 it becomes as it is. Now 3 comes here, uh, 10, 9, 15, and it becomes now 13, remaining as it is 1, 0, -7. Okay, now in next step, I is pointing to this and j is pointing to now uh, this. Okay, you compare 10 with 1. Obviously 1 is smaller, therefore obviously 1 is smaller, therefore what happens? It becomes 4 as it is, it becomes 3 as it is, 1, 9, 15, 13, it becomes 10, it becomes 0, it becomes -7. Okay, now next step, now I is pointing to this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, j is pointing to this. Okay, mm, therefore this 9 is compared with 0. Obviously there is swapping, it becomes 4, 3, 1, it becomes 0, 15, 13, 10, it becomes I think 9, and it is -7. Okay, -7. Okay, now next step, now I is pointing to this. Obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, and j is pointing to this. Again 15 is compared with -7. Therefore it becomes 4, 3, 1, 0. It becomes -7, 13, 10, 9, and it becomes 15. So this is it okay? Hello everyone, is it okay? Is it okay? Okay, so in second step, what we have to do now, we have to reduce the value of interval gap. Now, here in second step, I reduce my interval gap value, and now it becomes 4 divided by 2, so it becomes 2. Therefore, uh, therefore, suppose this one be the array, I copy this array as it is. Okay, and just I place it as it is. Now this 4 is compared with an element which is 2 place away. That is, this 4 is compared with 1. Uh, Therefore, it becomes 1. Okay, 3, 4 remaining 0, minus 7, 13, 10, 9, and 15. Next step. Okay, 3 is compared with 0. Okay, therefore it becomes 1 as it is. 0, 4, 3, it become minus 7, 13, 10, 9, and 15. Okay, next this 4 is compared with minus 7, therefore it becomes 1, 0, minus 7. Okay, it becomes uh, 3, it becomes 4, then 13, 10, 9, and 15. Okay, now in next step what happens, this I 3 is compared with 13, no need to swap. Okay, uh, again because 3 is compared with 13, no need to swap. So it becomes as it is. Now this 4 is compared with this 10. Again I think there is no need to swap because 4 is already less than 10. Mm, Again what happens, this uh, 13 is compared with 9. Therefore it becomes 1, 0, minus 7, 3, 4, it becomes 9, it becomes 10, it becomes 13, it becomes 15. In next step what happens, now this uh, 10 is compared with 15, no need to swap, and we stop here. Okay, so I just copy this array. Okay, I just copy this array. mm, which is, this array is nothing but it is input to step 3. Okay, uh, um, here I write step 3, and I just copy this entire array. Okay, now in step 3 we have to set now interval gap equal to 1, and I already have told, whenever you are having interval gap equal to 1, directly apply insertion sort on this array. So when you apply insertion sort on this array, this one it becomes as it is. Okay, next step, 0 is compared with 1, it becomes 1 is okay. In so what I said, in step 3, whenever we get interval gap equal to 1, directly now you can apply insertion sort on this. In insertion sort, first element it becomes as it is, 1 it becomes as it is. Now in next step, 0 is compared with 1, 0 is less than 1, therefore it is kept before 1, so it becomes 0 and 1. Then now minus 7 is compared with 1, it is less than 1, therefore it is placed before 1. Again minus 7 is compared with 0, again it is less than 0, therefore it is kept before 0, so it becomes minus 7, 0, and 1. Then 3, again 3 is compared with 1, it is greater, therefore this 3 is kept after 1. Next 4 is compared with 3, it is greater than 3, therefore it is placed as it is. Then 9 it becomes as it is, 10, 13, and 15. See, we require so less number of shifting. Is it okay? So this is nothing but this is the sorted array. Are you getting me or no? Hello everyone. Have you got Kimiya Kate? Yesterday you have asked a question. What about if n equal to 9? Have you got what about when n equal to 9? Okay. No, it may be 9, it may be 10, whatever it may be. Okay. So I think I have to stop with this sorting techniques. So how many sorting techniques we have seen up till now? Okay, first we have seen sorting technique as selection sort, then bubble sort. Okay, then we have seen uh, quick sort. Okay, then a radix sort, then bucket sort, then insertion sort, and then shell sort. We have seen 7 sorting technique. Okay, out of them I have given algorithm. Okay, that is a piece of code for, I have given piece of code for selection sort, bubble sort, quick sort, as well as insertion sort. Okay, for remaining, that is radix sort, bucket sort, and shell sort, you can write algorithm as a sequence of steps. Okay, listen, at the time of exam sometimes you may ask question like, okay, write algorithm for merge sort. Now you know how merge sort works. Okay, I have not given you piece of code for merge sort. Okay, so you can write how merge sort work step by step. Okay, whenever you have asked to write algorithm, you have to write the things that you have got, but you have to write the things in step by step, and for each algorithm you have to explain with the help of that concept example. Okay, and how many searching techniques we have seen? We have seen 3 searching technique: linear search, binary search, and Fibonacci search. Okay, so 3 searching technique: linear search, binary search, and Fibonacci search. Out of them I have given piece of code for linear search and binary search. Okay, for Fibonacci search I have not given you code. Okay, but you know what are the steps. So in this unit what we have seen, uh, linear search, binary search, Fibonacci search, selection sort, bubble sort, quick sort, then mm, merge sort, radix sort, bucket sort, insertion sort, and shell sort. Okay, we have seen this thing. Okay, at the time of exam कधी कधी तुम्हाला कसं येतं, एक ॲरे देतात, सॉर्ट फॉलोइंग ॲरे युझिंग मर्ज सॉर्ट, और सॉर्ट फॉलोइंग ॲरे युझिंग क्विक सॉर्ट. ओके, किंवा कधी कधी क्वेश्चन कसा येतो, राईट अल्गोरिदम फॉर बायनरी सर्च. ओके, राईट अल्गोरिदम फॉर क्विक सॉर्ट. आता ज्यांना शक्यतो अल्गोरिदम विचारल्यावरती ना, अल्गोरिदम कशाचा विचारतात शक्यतो, बायनरी सर्च, लिनियर सर्चचा विचारतात, बायनरी सर्चचा विचारतात. फिबोनाची सर्चचा अल्गोरिदम जरी विचारला तरी एक एक्झाम्पल मी तुम्हाला व्हिडिओ पण सेंड केला आहे. ओके, आणि प्रत्येक रेकॉर्डिंग पण मी तुम्हाला लेक्चर झाले की लगेच रेकॉर्डिंग सेंड करतोय. ओके, यू हॅव टू एक्सप्लेन विथ यू यू कॅन राईट sequence of steps and you can explain that concept with the help of example. Okay, then our next concept is theoretical concept. Okay, within a 5 minute I would like to finish with those concepts. Here I am having, I think, notes also. The what do you mean by internal, yeah, what do you mean by internal sorting and external sorting? Definitely you may have this question for 2 marks or 4 marks. Okay, mm, write a short note on internal sorting and external sorting, as name suggests. Okay, as you know, I think no need to explain regarding your computer hardware. You are having internal memory, that is RAM, as well as you are having external memory. External memory is nothing but our hard disk. Okay, so what do you mean by internal sorting? Okay, see, I already have told, memory. Okay, there are 2 types of memories: internal memory and external memory. What about internal memory? What are the examples of internal memory? Your RAM. Okay, this internal memory you can say it as main memory. Okay, this memory is used for programming purpose. Okay, for example RAM. And your ROM, that is hard disk, these are nothing but these are examples of external memory. So what about internal sorting? In internal sorting, all the data that we are going to sort, it's stored in main memory. You can say main memory. uh, here I say just main memory, or you can say in internal sorting, all the data that we are going to sort, it's stored in internal memory or main memory. Okay, uh, while sorting is in the process, while in external sort, data that we are going to sort, it's stored outside of main memory. And that is your data that you are going to sort, it's stored on external memory. Okay, and from external memory, required data is loaded into main memory. Okay, so external sorting is usually applied in cases when data can't fit into memory entirely. Okay, because as we know, internal memory, आपल्या मोबाईल असं किंवा आपलं सीपीयू असेल, त्याचं कॉन्फिगरेशन कसं असतं, रॅम किती असते, 8 GB चे असते, हार्ड डिस्क असते 1 TB चे असते. ओके, इंटरनल मेमरी इज हॅव्हिंग लिमिटेशन. ओके, therefore external sorting is applied whenever we are having large amount of data. Obviously, whenever we are having large amount of data, and if that obviously that data is unable to allocate space in internal memory, therefore external sorting we apply in case whenever we are having large amount of data, that is whenever data can't fit into main memory entirely. Okay, so in internal sorting, okay, in internal sorting what happens ki available data, your required data is available in main memory itself. Okay, uh, in internal sorting, what happens ki your required data is you are readily available in main memory itself, so you can do anything like shell sort, just accessing whatever array elements that you want. Okay, at any time. But in external sorting what happens, your actual data is on external memory, and in this process only required data is loaded from external memory into main memory. Therefore here you do not have any chance like internal sorting, because the entire array is not in our main memory, your entire array is stored on external memory. Okay, that is the external sorting algorithm has to deal with obviously loading and unloading chunks of data in optimal manner. Okay, in external sorting what happens, our actual program, your program runs in main memory. In external sorting what happens, okay, in external sorting, your some only required data is get loaded from that external memory to main memory, and uh, uh, again that loaded, if that particular task is over, again that data again it is kept back to your external memory. That is your external sorting algorithm has to deal with both loading and unloading chunks of data in optimal manner. So in basically what do mean by internal sorting and external sorting? In internal sorting, your mm, data that you are going to sort is available in main memory itself, while in external sorting the data that you are going to sort is available in external memory. During sorting process, only required uh, data is loaded from external memory to internal memory. Okay, in internal sorting, we are having the required data available in that uh, main memory or internal memory itself. Okay, therefore we can do anything with that particular amount of data. But in external memory our entire array is stored on external memory. Okay, this is about internal sorting and external sorting. Is it okay for you? Hello everyone, have you got? Actually these are the theoretical concept. I am not I will not go these things in depth. Is it okay for you? Hello everyone. Is it okay for you? Okay, fine. Uh, Definitely, you will have this question for 4 marks. Explain or what is the difference between internal memory? Sorry, what is the difference between internal and external sorting? Okay, I will send these notes to you. Again, again, we are having one concept, sort stability. Okay, the most important concept. Definitely, you will have question on this. What is sort stability? Okay, again, what is sort stability? A sorting algorithm is said to be stable if two objects with equal keys appear in the same order in the sorted output as they appear in the input. Okay, means what? Suppose, okay, directly you can consider this example. Okay, suppose this is my data, roll number, name and percentage. There are four students. Suppose roll number one, it's it belongs to Ajay. Okay, and he's having percent at suppose 90. Okay, then roll number two is of Raj, and Raj is having suppose percentage 95. Then roll number three again. Okay, there can be mm, students in the class with the same name. Suppose roll number three is of again Ajay, and again this roll number three, that is Ajay, is having marks as 90. Okay, and next fourth one is suppose Sunil, who is having 93. Suppose I would like to sort this data as per the percentage. Then basically what happens? Okay, uh, uh, suppose I would like to sort this data in ascending order of percentage. Obviously, which record comes first? Okay, this record comes first. Okay, roll number two, uh, Raj, 95. Okay, next second record is nothing but again it is 93. Okay, uh, roll number 4, Sunil, 93. Roll number 4, Sunil, 93. Okay, uh, now mm, this uh, now these two I have mm, in I would like to sort this entire database in uh, descending order of percentage. Okay, so when I apply sorting techniques, obviously my first entry will be this. Okay, roll number two, uh, Raj, 95. Then roll number four, Sunil, 93. Okay, now uh, uh, two things are remaining. Okay, roll number one, Ajay, 90. Roll number three, Ajay, 90. Okay, that is if your output is like this. If a roll you in your output, if this entry comes first, that is 1, Ajay, 90, and then this entry comes 3, Ajay, 90. Okay, that is what you can say a sorting algorithm is said to be stable if two objects with equal keys appear in the same order bef- uh, mm, in the same order as in the sorted output. Okay, as before they appear in the before sorting input. Okay, once again I repeat, you are having this data. Okay, and suppose I would like to sort this data in descending order of percentage. This entry comes first, then again this entry comes next. Okay, what is remaining? This entry, what? Ajay, I mark it with red, and again these two entries are remaining. Okay, I have copied uh, this data, I have copied uh, this data. Okay, now what about these two? Okay, mm, if our sorting algorithm gives output like this. Okay, now there are two objects with equal keys as their names are same. Okay, in the sorted output, if they appear in the same order, okay, 1, Ajay, uh, 90, 3, Ajay, 90. Okay, so we can say this is the stable sorting algorithm. But suppose uh, your output is like this: 3, Ajay, 90, and this 1, Ajay, 90. Yeah, it can be. Okay, your output can be like this or it can be like this. Okay, but now you can't say this as a stable sorting algorithm. Why this is so? Because there are two keys. Uh, there are two objects with equal keys. There are two objects with equal keys, but in the sorted output, they do not appear. Okay, as per previous order. Therefore, it is not a, stable sorting algorithm. आर यू गेटिंग मी और नॉट? आता स्टेबल सॉर्ट स्टॅबिलिटी म्हणजे काय? आता जर एखादा अल्गोरिदम फॉर एक्झाम्पल जे हेअर जस्ट आहे कंट्रोल झेड. ओके, या एक्झाम्पल सॉर्ट स्टॅबिलिटी म्हणजे काय थोडक्यात? तर हे आपलं एक एक्झाम्पल आहे. ओके, या एक्झाम्पल मध्ये काय आहे? तर 4 स्टुडंट आहेत, अजय, राज, अजय, सुनील अँड त्याचे पर्सेंटेज आहेत. आता हा डेटा जर आपण सॉर्ट केला तर आउटपुट ऑब्विसली आपण डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर मध्ये सॉर्ट करणार आहे. त्यामुळं ऑब्विसली हे रेकॉर्ड फर्स्ट आलं, हे रेकॉर्ड सेकंड आलं. ओके, आता त्यानंतर दोन रेकॉर्ड रिमेनिंग आहेत. कुठले कुठले? दिस रेकॉर्ड. ओके, दिस वन रेकॉर्ड अँड दिस वन रेकॉर्ड. ओके, आता दोघांच्या कीज तर इक्वल आहेत, मार्क्स पण इक्वल आहेत. पण आता जर आपलं आउटपुट या टाईप मध्ये आलं, म्हणजे ही जर ऑर्डर आहे, म्हणजे हा पहिला रोल, दिस अजय who is having roll number 1, it comes first, and then this Ajay who is having roll number 3. Okay, if your output is like this, म्हणजे ही जर ऑर्डर, जे दोन ऑब्जेक्ट, असे दोन ऑब्जेक्ट की ज्यांचे कीज इक्वल आहेत, ते जर प्रिव्हियस ऑर्डर नुसार आले, तर वी कॅन से द अल्गोरिदम इज स्टेबल सॉर्ट अल्गोरिदम. अँड इफ असं पण येऊ शकतं ना, फॉर एक्झाम्पल हा if suppose this Ajay comes first and this Ajay comes next in output, yeah, this is also our output. Okay, because this is the data as per in the sorted order of percentage. But here order is not, what you can say, our output after sorting is not is not a stable sorting algorithm. So what about sorting algorithm? It's said to be stable if two objects with equal keys appear in the same order in the sorted output as they appear in the input before sorting. Have you got? Are you getting me or no? This is also one more example. Suppose these are the suppose this is a green ball having value as 10, 20, 20, 30 and 10. Okay, after sorting, obviously now there are two objects with equal keys. That is this suppose I would like to sort these balls. Okay, there are 5 balls, green ball and you can say pink ball. Okay, so there are 5 balls, 10, 20, 30, 20, 30 and 10. I would like to arrange this ball in the uh, in the ascending order. Then this here see this is stable sorting algorithm, because this 10 green ball comes first, green ball comes first, then this 10 pink ball comes first, pink ball comes later. Okay, then this 20, then this 20, then this 30. But suppose okay, this is the stable sort algorithm. Why this is so? Because in this two objects with equal keys appear in the same order in the sorted output as they were in the input. Okay, but suppose this this pink ball, pink 10 comes first, and then this green 10 comes after this pink 10, then you can't say it as a stable sorting algorithm. Are you getting me or no? Hello, what about stable sort? Literally there is nothing in the sort stability. Have you got what is the concept of sort stability? What do you mean by sort stability? An algorithm is said to be stable sorting algorithm if we have two objects with equal keys, and if these two objects with equal keys appears in the same order in the sorted output as they were uh, mm, before sorting, then we can say that sorting algorithm as a stable sort. So what we have seen up till now, we have seen what do you mean by internal sorting and external sorting. What about internal sorting? In internal sorting, the data that we are going to sort, it's available in main memory, or you can say that data that you are going to sort is available in internal memory. Okay, and what about external sorting? The data that we are going to sort, it's available in external memory, for example hard disk. In internal sorting, what happens, we are having entire required data available in internal memory itself, therefore we can exchange any kind of data, okay, with that is we can swap any data with any other data. But in external sorting, what happens, our entire data is available on external memory. So during sorting process, the required data is only copied, uh, loaded from external memory to internal memory. Our entire array is available on external memory. Therefore, uh, unlike internal sorting, we can't swap uh, this such kind of the we can't perform such kind of the swapping. Okay, and what about sort stability? A sorting algorithm is said to be stable if two objects with equal keys appear in the same order in the sorted output as they appear uh, in the input array. Okay, for example, I already have told this example. Suppose these are the balls, and suppose I would like to arrange these balls in the ascending order. Okay, anyone, suppose I have arranged this green 10 first, then this pink 10, then this pink 20, green 20, green 30. Okay, now this data I have arranged in the sorted order. These balls I have arranged in the sorted order. Also, these balls with equal keys appeared in the same order as they were previous before sorting. Therefore, this algorithm is sorting stable sorting algorithm. Okay, आता for example, now you tell me, आता suppose this green 20 comes first and this pink 20 comes later. आता हे जे बॉल्स आहेत ते सॉर्ट करत असताना ठीक आहे, ग्रीन 10 अगोदर, ग्रीन 10 अगोदर, त्यानंतर पिंक वाला 10, पिंक वाला 10. बट जर हा ग्रीन वाला 20 इथं आला आणि हा पिंक वाला 20 इथं आला आणि त्यानंतर 30 आला, कॅन यू से इज इट स्टेबल सॉर्ट? इज इट स्टेबल सॉर्ट? आहे तो स्टेबल सॉर्ट होईल का? आर यू हॅव यू गॉट माय क्वेश्चन? हॅव यू गॉट माय क्वेश्चन? आता सॉर्टिंग करत असताना इथं मी काय केलं आहे, इथं मी काय केलंय, तर ठीक आहे, हा 10 10 ऍज इट इज, परत हा पिंक वाला 10 आला, पिंक वाला 10 आला. आता 20 आपण पहिल्यांदा हा 20 म्हणून हा 20 घेतला, बट जर सपोज हा 20 इथं अगोदर मी ग्रीन वाला 20 इथं घेतला आणि हा पिंक वाला 20 याच्या नंतर घेतला आणि 30 इथं घेतला, तर आता कसं होईल, ग्रीन वाला 10, पिंक वाला 10, ग्रीन वाला 20, पिंक वाला 20, 30. ठीक आहे, एलिमेंटर सॉर्टेड ऑर्डर मध्येच आहेत, बट ऑर्डर जी आहे, ज्या इक्वल कीज आहेत ती प्रिव्हियस ऑर्डर म्हणजे सॉर्टिंगच्या अगोदरची ऑर्डर इथं ऍज इट इज कॅरी होते का? इज इट स्टेबल सॉर्टिंग ऑर नो? हॅव यू गॉट माय क्वेश्चन? हॅलो? ऑब्विसली नो. व्हाय? बिकॉज स्टेबल सॉर्टिंग मध्ये काय, जर कीज इक्वल असतील, आता फॉर एक्झाम्पल 10 आणि 10, ओके, इथं असं सुद्धा येऊ शकतं, हा वाला 10 अगोदर आला, पिंक वाला, त्यानंतर ग्रीन वाला 10 आला, असं पण येऊ शकतं. बट आउटपुट जर आपलं असं आलं काय, की इथली जी ऑर्डर आहे, ज्या इक्वल कीज आहेत त्या इक्वल कीजची ऑर्डर आपल्या सॉर्टेड आउटपुट मध्ये जर मेंटेन झाली, तर त्याला म्हणायचं स्टेबल सॉर्टिंग अल्गोरिदम. आता इथं सुद्धा या एक्झाम्पल मध्ये काय केलंय, suppose we are having this database, roll number, name, percentage, and I would like to this database in the descending order of percentage. मग सुरुवातीला काय होईल, तर ऑब्विसली हे रेकॉर्ड अगोदर येईल, टू राज 95, टू राज 95. ओके, त्यानंतर काय येईल, दिस फोर सुनील 93, फोर सुनील 93. आता 90 दोघांचं पण नेम अजय अजय आहे. पण आता जर इथं 1 अजय 90 हे रेकॉर्ड अगोदर आहे ना, जर इथं 1 अजय 90 आणि त्यानंतर 3 अजय 90 जर असं आलं तर यू कॅन से दिस अल्गोरिदम ॲज अ सॉर्टिंग. दिस अल्गोरिदम इज, you can say this sorting is stable sorting technique, because after sorting after sorting if we have two objects with equal keys, and after sorting, suppose you have given an array. In that array, suppose you have two objects with equal keys, and after sorting, these two objects with equal keys appears in the same order as before sorting, then we can say that sorting algorithm as stable sort. So I hope now you are well familiar with sort stability. uh, is there any problem with sort stability? Is there any problem, Akanksha Shedge? Have you got the concept of sort stability? I want reply from Akanksha. No reply. I'm waiting for your reply. Yeah, yes. Have you got what do you mean by sort stability? When sorting algorithm is said to be stable algorithm? Okay, fine. So what we have seen today in today's lecture, we have seen how shell sort works. Then we have seen the concept of internal sorting, concept of external sorting, and we have seen the concept of sort stability. Okay, so here I announce end of unit number 3. Okay, unit number 2 is still remaining. Okay, आतापर्यंत आपण काय युनिट नंबर 1 जे थिओरॉटिकल युनिट होतं ते कम्प्लीट झालंय आपलं. ओके, युनिट नंबर सेकंड आपलं राहिलंय ते आपण नंतर घेऊयात. आता युनिट नंबर 1 नंतर डायरेक्टली मी युनिट नंबर 3 चालू केले. थर्ड युनिट कुठलं होतं तर सर्चिंग अँड सॉर्टिंग. ओके, नाव we have completed two units, unit number 1 and unit number 3. युनिट नंबर 1 चं सगळं मटेरियल क्लासरूम वर अवेलेबल आहे, मी तुम्हाला मेल पण केलेला आहे. आणि युनिट नंबर 3 चं प्रत्येक रेकॉर्डिंग लेक्चर झालं की मी लगे इमिडिएटली रेकॉर्डिंग मला आलं की ती तुम्हाला मी फॉरवर्ड करतोय. ओके, जर कोण अब्सेंट असेल प्रिव्हियस लेक्चरला तर यू हॅव टू गो थ्रू दॅट recording. Okay, so my today's today you have your today's homework as, okay, you have to consider this array, you have to consider this array. Okay, and you have to sort it by using selection sort, by using bubble sort, by using next sorting technique is selection sort, bubble sort, then uh, quick sort, then next one is merge sort, then um, radix sort, then bucket sort. Okay, then insertion sort, and last one is shell sort. So this is your homework. Okay, you have to sort this number by using all these techniques. Okay, selection sort, bubble sort, quick sort, merge sort, radix sort, bucket radix sort, then uh, bucket sort, and sorry, insertion sort and shell sort. Okay, this is first question. And my second question is, you have to consider the same array and you have to try for key equal to -91 by using linear search. Okay, by using linear search, by using binary search, by using Fibonacci search. Okay, and you have to complete it uh, on Sunday. Okay, because tomorrow we don't have any lecture, so you are having sufficient time. You are having Saturday, you are having Sunday. So what is my question number 1? My question number 1 is, okay, if you are having pen and pencil, write down this question. Okay, the question number 1 is, consider following array. Okay, an array is like this. Okay, these sort this array by using selection sort, bubble sort, quick sort, merge sort, radical sort, bucket sort, insertion sort, and shell sort. Okay, and my second question is again you have to consider the same array and you have to search for key as -91, whether is it present or is it absent. So in linear search, binary search, Fibonacci search, you have to apply steps and you have to find out whether this key is present or not. Okay, आणि याचं जे काय आन्सर असेल ते मला व्हॉट्सअप करू नका, तर मी काय करेल तुम्हाला आज गुगल क्लासरूमला एक असाइनमेंट तुम्हाला पोस्ट करेल. ओके, हाच ॲरे असेल, जस्ट आय सेव्ह इट. ओके, सेव्ह ॲज suppose the D drive, and it is your assignment, suppose number 1. Okay, this is your assignment number 1. Okay, and मग ते तुम्ही काय करा, तर पेनवर पेनने तुम्ही पेन पेन्सिलने पेपरवरती सॉल्व करा आणि फक्त त्याचे फोटो जे तुम्ही जसं मला व्हॉट्सअप करताय किंवा जीमेल करताय ना, तर त्याच्याऐवजी तुम्ही काय करा, माझ्या गुगल क्लासरूमला मी जिथं तुम्हाला अपलोड करायला सांगेल तिथं तुमच्या फाईल फक्त अपलोड करा. ओके, 2 क्वेश्चन once again I repeat. Okay, just I write consider or sort following arrays, or I just control X. Okay, sort above array in ascending order by using following sorting techniques. Okay, it is my first question, and again my second question is okay. mm, Consider above array and find key equal to -91 using, okay, by using here I just say linear search, then binary search, and third one is Fibonacci search. Okay, these are 2 questions. Okay, once again I repeat, आता हे जे क्वेश्चन्स आहेत ते मला कधी संडे इव्हिनिंग पर्यंत तुमच्या गुगल क्लासरूम वरती अपलोड करा. मी तुम्हाला एक असाइनमेंट सेंड करतो, त्याला फक्त तुम्ही रिप्लाय द्या. तुमची जी फाईल असेल, इमेजेस असतील, तुम्ही जे याचे जे सोल्युशन आहेत ते फक्त तिथं अपलोड करा. ओके, नाउ I think I have to stop with this lecture. At 11:30 sharp, I will start with our practical session. Is it okay for you?